You're back again. What can I...
Your manifests have been blacked out.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't remember having counted.
And why obliterate the dates?
You mean that the dates...
I know that Charles Hawkins was and the island's fishing.
Indeed. We specialized in whaling. But no whalers went out to sea.
So where did the Hawkins family get it?
Well, from what Charles... Although, these dates on them...
With whom, I wonder? I shall be on my way.
So come back.
Another break? I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
You again.
I read the article. Interesting.
Don't get on that biggest nace.
What can you tell me?
We all then.
Her vision. What do you mean?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Charles Hawkins. Oh, do you know if he...
I don't know money or the Hawkins.
You seem to know Charles.
Well, we all knew then.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What do you know about...
If I...
Why not?
First, sailor screams.
Screams.
And that's but on anything.
That'll be all for now.
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
Where do you think...
I thought that the whole...
That's true.
So what are you doing?
Who...
Who are these?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up? Forget it.
What more can you
Not much more than what everyone knows. They were all burnt to death.
The whole mansion went up.
Don't get it into you.
What do you mean?
The only one left there. He can be on...
Is he a danger?
No.
You live here?
Why did...
We saw what you...
Yeah.
How can I be the one? I've just come ashore.
That's true.
You bet.
Do not rile me.
He's right.
We're for them. We're annoyed.
There's you, our Wait. Now
Quieter.
what brings you to...
The two guys behind...
The bootleg.
They're protecting.
They really don't. And more...
If only...
Is it Cat?
Oh,
Nothing.
That statue represents...
what do you mean?
You wouldn't be looking...
Saint until...
Peculiar.
Yeah.
It's not...
Isn't it a bit early?
We got...
Fits.
So...
I've taken enough of your...
We'll see. Well...
Did you...
I've taken enough of...
We'll see you later.
Come on, you could tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Boy, we don't have a clear conscience. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
What's with you wandering around?
We saw you. Go die of thirst.
I've got to enter the Hawk.
No, it's very simple.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just...
And we don't give a damn.
Gentlemen, you have a...
What?
Your boss is very...
Oh, yeah?
She said those knuckleheads...
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you...
It's risky to... I wouldn't like you to get cut.
Okay.
And it's she who sent you? What do you want from us?
I thought I made it clear. I have to take a look inside the Hawkins warehouse. Leave me alone, and I'll put in a good word for you.
Okay, it's a deal.
Let's see. Perfect. Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place? And the Sarah Hawkins case. The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Wound up? You mean messed up?
No. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage, or I'll shut you up for a—
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do. Well, here we are. Hawkins' mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask?
You're the one who looked after the...
Don't think I was trying to hide it.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law in anything else?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be...
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old...
Could he be a problem?
Strict, oh, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given it...
A sad old man, doesn't...
Gee, if you don't want to let...
Night falls quickly here.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles.
Strange idea.
And Mrs. Hawkins' father?
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
I'll have to find another entrance. This entrance is still in use. Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them! Dump them into the ocean!
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my pig.
That's why you barricaded the entrance. And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be here. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion. This gate is locked. The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Pierce,
Now that you finish your fun...
You're right. Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer? They seem happy, but Charles is already looking off into the future. His marriage just a stop along the way. Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? They had a fight. Why? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Did it stop at the time of the fire? Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked. This door is blocked from the outside. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
You know that the Hawkins...
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818. Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police? Locked. What will her room reveal about her? Perfect. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Locked. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? Bradley? Is that you? boys' room. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Is anyone there?
Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person. This door was closed earlier.
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room.
It looks like an old Seaway map. As if the bookcase has been moved several times. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Seems like this came from a log. There must be a link with the Seaway map. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. Looks like it worked.
Well done, Pierce. Secret passage, under the manor. It's like a detective novel.
That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime.
3 seats.
Look.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? What is this mask supposed to represent? Whatever Charles Hawkins hid here, he didn't want it in his house. This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Sarah Hawkins. Was she hiding from someone? Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins. Could this be related to her death? Of course.
There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.